Hey guys, welcome! Dave from the Omnic Post here. So, last week we finally saw the release of the workshop. What is the workshop? Well, the workshop is that big tool that Blizzard gave us where we can make our own games, our own modes, set our own rules, build our own heroes. And it's all live! It's live for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox since, let's say, about 10 days ago. And the idea is that everybody jumps in and makes their own games and we get some really awesome stuff in the coming weeks. But there seems to be an issue. We did a poll this week and we asked our audience on Instagram, how many of you did actually use one of these codes that we've been sharing, that you've been seeing, and play the workshop mode game? Well, apparently only 40% did. 60% said that they never played any of the workshop modes, so that's kind of... Wait, what? So it turns out, judging by all the messages that we got, like my phone started beeping like a mother. But it seems that a lot of people don't know how to use these codes. How to take that code and put it in the game. They send me messages like, dude, we want to do this, but we don't know how. Help. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this little video to help you guys out. So just, let's get started. So basically, there's two ways. Wait, that's four. There's two ways of doing this. There's two ways of playing workshop games. There's one, the first way is very obvious. You go into the game browser. This has been there for forever. Well, it has been there for a long time. And this is basically a tool allowing you to make your own games. But they were all set in the rules of Blizzard, and now they added the workshop. So now you get a list of all these games, as you have already seen in the past, but you might notice that there are some of these games that have this little orange hammer, little tourbillon hammer next to it. This means that these games are made with the workshop, that the tool was used to make these really special modes. So basically, if you played any of these games, you already played the workshop game. You can find them right here, and if you right click them, you see all the information, you see a little bit of an explanation what just happens in that mode, a bit of the rules, who made it, all that stuff, and you can join in and jump in one of these games. Really obvious. If you want to sort these games on, let's say, modes, maps, ping, which is also really important because you want your game to run smooth, you can do that. Just click this and they'll sort. You can use this search field on the top. You just look for a game. Like one of the modes that has been really popular is the Uno mode. Uno. Here we go. There's 4 games. It's like 2:30 in the morning, but still there's 4 games going on where you can play Uno. And there's one guy that is really committed to Uno. He has so many exclamation marks. It's crazy. Anyways, but let's say that you want to start your own game. You want to use one of these codes that you've seen on the Omnic Post, that you've seen on YouTube, that you've seen on Twitter, whatever. You found a code and you want to use it. How do you do that? How do you make your own game with that code? So you go back to the game browser, and as you might notice that there's this really big orange button in the top right corner, the create button. You probably used that before, because it will just bring you to a custom game where you can use a mode, etc, etc. But if you go to the settings, which is this button, you'll notice that there's a new big button in there with the tourbillon hammer again that says workshop. And that's where a lot of people get confused, because it says workshop. You expect to click that button and put in the code. But what happens if you click that button? What? There's all this. You have the rules, and this is basically the tool that people use to make these workshop codes. So this is where you add all the rules, where you add all your characters, all these special things are added here. But the place you need to be, the place that you need to add that code, is on the top. See this? Under summary, you have this first button that says save preset. So if you start building a game, you can save it and give you the code. But the button next to it, that's the important. It says import code. What? If you click that button, boom, you get a field where you can add that code. I still had it. copied. I just pasted it, clicked OK. And now you might notice on the right side, you'll see the description being filled out with a lot of information about that Uno mode that we were talking about earlier. You'll see some of these rules, but basically what happened is that rule set got downloaded from the server and was put into your game. So this game that I have here right now, if I go back, is according to the rules of that code that I downloaded. Really easy. Now I can invite some friends, add some bots, and I can start playing. So basically, that's the way you do it. That is the place where you need to be. It's really easy if you know it. Now, all this should be the same on PlayStation 4 and Xbox. So I think you can use this tutorial to do the same thing right there. Now, if you're looking for some of these game codes, if you're like, oh, awesome, I want to do this, but I don't know any of these codes, well, there's a few options. First off, Jeff Kaplan, the game director for Overwatch, posted a list on the official forums showing us the most popular of all these codes, of all these modes, since PTR, I think. It's a really beautiful and comprehensive list. Let me show you guys. It basically gives us all these codes, how many hours they have been played, number of matches that you played, and the average. As you can see, Uno is on number 1 here. This is the code that we used earlier, but you can get, let's say, about 25 to 30 of these codes right here. On top of that, I post a workshop every single week on the Omnic post, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, showing you guys one of these modes that kind of caught my eye, that I think is interesting, that I think you guys should try. So check that little video. The code is always on there. Take the code and test it for yourself. And then last but not least, I stream about 4 days a week. I always play with viewers. We always play Overwatch. And sometimes we'll just jump in one of these workshop games, over a few of these workshop games. So always welcome to jump in with us. It's on twitch.tv/AtomicTV, but I'll have the link to the description. And then you can join us and play some of these workshop games, or you can just watch us play these workshop games right there. All right. Now, if you have made one of these games, if you have one of these codes and you want us to check it out, you want me to check it out, well, I'll add my email to the description below. You can send it to me, add a little video so we get a good overview of what it actually does, add the code, and I might try it out. I might even post it on our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook, or I'll try it on stream. But for the people that are not that confident, that looked at the tool that I showed you earlier and were like, what the hell is this? And haven't found a way around it, but you really want to make something in there, well, we might be able to help you out. Really soon, we're going to start a series of videos that explain the workshop tool on the ground level. People that have never developed anything, that have never done anything with that kind of logic, we'll try and explain what everything does, how it works, how you can make your own set of rules, how you can make a game mode, how you can make your own hero. More information about that really, really soon. Okay, that's it. If you're interested in these videos that we're going to make, or you want to see other videos, because this summer we're really going to ramp up the video content on the YouTube channel. We have some really big plans. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you subscribe and make sure to click that little bell icon so you get notified when we start posting these videos. If you enjoyed this video, and only if you enjoyed this video, really enjoyed this video, not that way, man. Come on. No. Just give us a thumbs up, all right? Thanks, man. Bye-bye.